Okay, so we have the episode The Desert, and we got this is a one where pretty much they lose Appa. In the last one I was playing it up, I was like, Appa, no! But it's like, holy shit, this is like a really big deal. They make it like this huge, huge ordeal in this episode. And again, it feels justified. It feels justified that there should be a big deal because even Katara and Sokka and everyone else he's come across, Aang has probably had the longest connection to anything alive with Appa. And it's the only friend he has that doesn't talk back, that doesn't question him. He's just sort of always on his side and will always go along with wherever he wants to go and will take him there. And I think anyone that's had a pet can really relate to losing that pet and feeling responsible for losing him. So you go through him being unbelievably angry and vengeful through this, but I think sort of unlike some of the other times where they did it, again, it feels like this is really warranted because this is someone that he's been very close to, even if it is an animal. In fact, in a strange way, it makes more sense if it's an animal because I don't think he's ever dealt with loss of people, and it's really hurt him. This is the first time he's lost a creature that was really close to it, essentially a pet. In a sense, it's like a cowboy losing his horse or something. It's a big deal, and I like that he isn't just angry and that's it. It really carries through the whole entire episode to a point where it really sort of it pushes his patience big time, and he has another Avatar state freak out near the end. But it's brief, and I like the end with Katara sort of bringing him out. She doesn't even have to say anything. And I like her not freaking out when she sees him starting to really go nuts. I like that. I don't want to say she knows that she has the answer, but she understands what he's going through. And I think because of that, she most likely has the right idea of how to snap him out of it. And I think that's why she looks so calm there and also so very sad, because she does know what he's going through. Because this is a very different kind of loss for him. But again, they seem to have sort of this connection, this kinship. So that's one story going on. They have, which they do very well. I think they capture the frustration of the search, the frustration of being lost, the frustration of having something that you kind of took for granted in a sense gone. It's like, I don't know, it's like us being in the middle of nowhere without our car or something. It's like we forgot how much we really need that car or electricity or any of that stuff. When something that you rely so much on is gone. And I feel they really capture that while also connecting it to a living being, which makes it even worse. So they capture that frustration very well. You also have another story with, again, with Zuko and the uncle. The Lotus piece actually sort of ties in. I mean, not that one piece, but the Lotus game actually sort of ties in, which I thought was really cool. Apparently, the uncle is part of, like, this secret underground brotherhood that is still kind of kept in secret by the end of it all, but it's still pretty cool. Like, oh, what is this? Or like a Freemason thing going on here. And I like that it's so secret that even Zuko is not allowed into it. They have to keep him out. They have to close the door. And I thought that was pretty funny when he has to actually, when the uncle has to talk to him through the little slit in the door. I love that. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, mostly it was just, it was capturing Aang's frustration, and again, an episode that just wants to take time showing the frustration, showing the anger. It just feels like it really belonged here, and it was the right amount of time to devote to it. And even then, it doesn't end on, oh, we'll find him, oh, golly gee. I mean, it ends on this very sad image of her holding Aang and, and him crying, pretty much sobbing in her arms. I mean, it's not a happy image. And, at the beginning of the episode, you find that Appa is lost, and by the end of the episode, Appa is still lost. We haven't really gotten that far. And sometimes I think in something that's trying to show this journey, it's trying to show the many variations of the journey and the elements of the journey and different things that come along the way and emotionally what it can do to you, I think it's good just to have a moment where it sinks in, hey, this, someone you love might really be gone. Not dead necessarily, just gone. You can't get to him, and you don't know exactly where or what's being done or any of that. And it's a hard thing to deal with, and I like that here's an episode that's just sort of dealing with a certain stage of grief. Instead of going through all the stages, as a lot of episodes do for a lot of shows, particularly kid shows. But a lot of live action shows do that too. So I like that we only see like one stage of grief. I'm sort of hoping they go more into it in a sense. I hope it's not like, this is it, and then the next episode he's like, oh well, whatever, and it's just a non-issue. He's gonna go make jokes again or something like that. I mean, I really hope it still carries over into the next one, because I felt like they've really established this is just one part of grief. If they do in the next one where it's just like, he's fine, unless he's like trying to hide it or protect it or something like that, I'm gonna be really pissed off. But if they go that route and again acknowledge that he's trying to hold it in or something and just try to hide it with humor or something, I mean, that's fine. But if they just really go the route like, okay, let's just go on with our adventure, maybe we'll find Appa, hopefully, I'll be really annoyed if that's the case. So, just another pretty good, strong episode. Toph really seems to be sort of establishing a good character here, too. I haven't talked too much about her. I probably should more. I think they're giving her much more of a personality in this, and it is a distinct personality, and it's sort of this tough girl, but not. She's a touch bratty, which I kind of like, and she's a little bit. She's like this tiny little thing, but she's a bit of a thug too. But she's also very smart and knows that she needs to be strong, has been pampered all her life, and I like this. I like this character on board. So, just another really good episode, and I'll see you in the next one.